Hi everyone, we are the group 3. Today, we are going to tackle about the curriculum development processes and models.
To start with, what is curriculum? Curriculum is a dynamic process. In curriculum development, there are always changes that occur that are intended for improvement. Why is it called a dynamic process? Because curriculum is considered the heart of any learning institution, which means that schools or universities cannot exist without curriculum. With its importance in formal education, the curriculum has become a dynamic process due to the changes that occur in our society. To do this, there are models presented to us from well-known curriculars like Ralph Tyler, Hulda Taba, Galen Saylor, and William Alexander, which would help to clarify the process of curriculum development. These are many other models, but let us see the 3 for this lesson. We would know the 3 models as we go on the video.
So now, when you say curriculum development, it is a process of dynamic involving different people and procedures. People such as teachers, the curriculist, and many more. Development connotes changes, which is systematic. A change for the better alteration, modification, or improvement of existing condition. To produce positive changes, development should be purposeful, planned, and progressive. Then usually, it is linear and follows a logical step-by-step fashion involving 4 phases of curriculum development process.
So the first phase of curriculum development process is the curriculum planning. Curriculum planning considers the school vision, mission, and goals. It also includes the philosophy or strong education belief of the school. All of this will eventually be translated to classroom desired learning outcomes for the learners. The importance of curriculum planning is to develop well-coordinated quality teaching, learning, and assessment programs which build students' knowledge, skills, and behaviors in the discipline as well as their interdisciplinary and physical, personal, and social capacities. It aims to ensure that all students experience a quality education appropriate to their needs in the changing world, and it focuses on the enhancement of student learning.
Second phase of curriculum development process, the curriculum designing. So curriculum designing is the way curriculum is conceptualized to include the selection and organization of content, the selection and organization of learning experiences or activities, and the selection of the assessment procedure and tools to measure achieved learning outcomes. A curriculum design will also include the resources to be utilized and the statement of the intended learning outcomes.
So the curriculum design focuses on the creation of the overall course blueprint, mapping content to learning objectives, and including how to develop a course outline or build the course. Each learning objective is met with assessment strategies, exercises, content, subject matter analysis, and interactive activities. So what is the importance of curriculum design? So the ultimate goal for curriculum design is to deepen learning and support students in gaining important core competencies such as critical and creative thinking, skillful communication, and demonstrating care for self and others.
Curriculum implementing is putting into action the plan which is based in the curriculum design in the classroom setting or in the learning environment. The teacher is the facilitator of learning and, together with the learners, use the curriculum as design guides to what will transpire in the classroom with the end in view in achieving the intended learning outcomes. It is the process wherein the learners acquire the planned or intended knowledge, skills, and attitudes that enables the learners to function effectively in the society. Implementing curriculum is where the action takes place. It involves the activities that will transpire in every teacher's classroom where learning becomes an active process.
So, the fourth phase of the curriculum development process is what we call the curriculum evaluating. Curriculum evaluating determines the extent to which the desired outcomes have been achieved. This process is ongoing as in finding out the progress of learning, formative or the mastery of learning, summative. Along the way, evaluation will determine the factors that have hindered or supported the implementation. Furthermore, evaluation can help educators determine the success of their academic programs and signal efforts to improve student achievement.
Curriculum development of process model, Ralph Tyler's model of four basic principles, are also known as Tyler's rationale. Of course, it was developed by Ralph Tyler in 1940s. It is a prototype of curriculum development in scientific approach. Originally, this was written in his book, The Basic Principle of Curriculum and Instruction, to give his student, to give them an idea about principle in creating or making a curriculum. Four fundamental principles, which are illustrated as the answers of the following question. Number 1. What educational purposes should schools seek to attain? And number 2. What educational experiences can be provided that are likely to attain these purposes? Number 3. How can these educational experiences be effectively organized? Number 4. How can we determine whenever these purposes are being attained or not?
So now, Taylor's model shows in that curriculum development, the following considerations should be made. So the first one is the purpose of the school. The second one is the educational experiences related to the purposes. The third one is the organizations of experiences. And the fourth one is the evaluation of the experiences.
Hilda Taba improved on Tyler's model. She believed that a teacher should participate in developing a curriculum. As a grassroots approach, Taba begins from the bottom rather than from the top. As what Tyler proposed, she presented 7 major steps to her linear model, which are the following. First is diagnosis of learners' needs and expectations of a larger society. Diagnose of achievement, students as learners and curriculum problems to meet the expectations of society in producing competent learners. Second is formulation of learning objectives to add more knowledge and to enable them to perform skills which otherwise they would not perform, to develop certain understanding, insights, and appreciations. Development of healthy personality, analysis of particular culture.
Selection of learning content is a need to make a wise and systematic selection of appropriate content for learners at given level of schooling. This subject matter is significant if it is selected for the development of learning activities, skills, process, and attitudes of the students. So, let's go on to the organizational of learning contents. It demands a thorough understanding of the teaching, learning process. So, a teacher cannot just select content, but must organize it in some type of sequence, taking into consideration the maturity of learners, their academic achievements, and their interest of the subject. So, there are 3 important aspects for this. First is the sequencing, the second, continuity, Third, and the last is the integration.
Selection of the learning experience. The content must be presented to the learners and they must engage the content. Organization of the learning experiences. The content must be sequenced and organized into activities too. And lastly, determination of what to evaluate and the means by doing it. The curriculum planner must determine of what objective have been accomplished. Evaluation procedure need to be considered the teacher and the students.
Now, for the third model, which is Galen Saylor and William Alexander Curriculum Model, they said that curriculum is a plan for providing sets of learning opportunities to achieve broad educational goals and related specific objectives for an identifiable population served by a single school center. Galen Saylor and William Alexander 1974 viewed curriculum development consisting of 4 steps. First, we have goals, objectives, and domains. Curriculum planners begin by specifying the major educational goals and specific objectives they wish to accomplish.
So these goals and objective domains, this is speaking from their interest making module. We can see that the goal this module is to let the students know how to cut fabrics, and definitely in order to achieve this goal, it has included 5 main objectives to access the students in their doings. These objectives pertain the step-by-step understanding of where the lesson should focus and go through. Without these objectives, the learning of the students will not be guided properly.
Curriculum design is a planning period when instructors organize the instructional units for their course. It involves planning activities, readings, lessons, and assessments that achieve educational goals. Designing of a curriculum follows where appropriate learning opportunities are determined and how each opportunity is provided. Curriculum design is a term used to describe the purposeful, deliberate, and systematic organization of curriculum within a class or a course. In other words, it is a way for teachers to plan instruction. When teachers assign curriculum, they identify what will be done, who will do it, and what schedule to follow. Curriculum design is very important for creating a contextually relevant and responsive teaching and learning environment for both lecturers and students. The curriculum contains the knowledge, skills, and competencies that students need to master in order to move to the next level in their studies, and academic lecturers and tutors who are tasked with teaching this curriculum. Therefore, be sure that curriculum is up to date, relevant, and interesting and stimulating for students.
After the designs have been created, the next step is implementation of the designs by teachers. Based on the design of the curriculum plan, teachers would specify instructional objectives or instructional plan, and then select relevant appropriate teaching methods and teaching strategies to achieve the desired learning outcomes among students in the classroom.
Evaluation. So let us know what is evaluation. So it is the last step of the curriculum model. It should involve the total education program of the school and the curriculum plan, effectiveness of instruction, and the achievement of students. So the example of evaluation is when the teacher gives a summative or formative evaluation after the discussion. So through the evaluation process, the curriculum planner and developers can determine whether or not the goals of the school and the objective of instruction have been met.
So now, let's play a game. The mechanics of the game is, first, turn on your cameras and do the hand signals. Show to me one index finger or your index finger if your answer is number 1. Show 2 fingers if your answer is number 2, and 3 fingers if your answer is number 3. So, let's start. So, the first question, to produce positive changes, development should be, first, purposeful, expensive, and static. Number 2, purposeful, planned, and progressive. Or number 3, purposeful, progressive, and unplanned. What do you think is the correct answer? Again, please turn on your cameras and do the hand signals. I will only give you 5 seconds to answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the correct answer is number 2. You got it right, class. Very good. And for the last question, who improved Ralph Tyler's model? Is it number 1, Higda Taba, number 2, Hilda Taba, or number 3, Hilda Taba? Again, please turn on your cameras and do the hand signals. I will only give you, again, 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, the correct answer is Hilda Taba, number 2. You got it right again, class. Great job! Magandang umaga, class! Magandang umaga po! Bini-bini Claire! Maaari na kayong umupo. Salamat po! Bini-bini Claire! Handa na ba kayo sa pasulit? Opo! Okay, very good. So, ito yung pasulit nyo. Ang panuto ay bilugan ang titik ng tamang sagot. Ano uli yun? Bilugan ang titik ng tamang sagot. Very good. So, bibigyan ko lamang kayo ng 50 minuto upang sagutan ang inyong pasulit. Okay? Finish or unfinished, please pass your paper. In 3, 2, 1.
And as a recap, we have discussed the 4 phases of curriculum development process, which are the following. First is the curriculum planning, second, curriculum designing, third, curriculum implementing, and fourth, curriculum evaluating. Also, we have discussed the 3 curriculum development models by, first, Ralph Tyler's model, second, Hilda Taba's grassroots approach, and third is Galen, Saylor, and William Alexander's curriculum model.